Oh. Hello and welcome to the channel from a very wet Gartman Dam. Just walked around. Unfortunately, I'm still quite wet, but I need to probably need to go to Asda and buy a towel. My hair's all wet. I've got oh god, I've got a towel here, but it might have polish on it. I don't know. I'm lucky. There's a dish towel in the front passenger seat of the car. Oh god, yeah, so not very well prepared. Should have brought why did you not bring a bloody brolly? You've had so many brollies on your stall, and you... Ugh. Okay. Still raining. Try to dry myself off. Sitting here complaining to myself about how unprepared I am. Yeah. Oh dear, dear, dear. This is terrible, by the way. It's terrible, by the way. So, yeah. Next, can you start keeping a brolly in this car? You need to keep a brolly in the car. You also need... Well, you don't need a dry hat if you've got a bloody brolly, do you? So I'm all damp. And I've got an appointment and I've got to go and see somebody else later. I don't know how I'm going to dry myself off. I don't know how I'm going to pull that off. Could maybe go into Asda and buy some dry clothes. How's that for an idea? That's not a bad idea. But you're a nightmare to buy clothes for, aren't you? You're an absolute nightmare to buy clothes. It's really difficult for me to buy clothes for myself. I find that whole process very difficult. Well, yeah, at least I could buy could get some socks. Is that what I've got to do? Is buy dry clothes in Alloa? Yeah. Instead of sitting in Wetherspoons. This hoodie's damp, and my top's all damp. Well, obviously part of it's probably sweat, isn't it? Not necessarily. I mean, the state of the roads here, I always think when I come to Socky, this demonstrates what the local council thinks of you as a wage earner, or as a worker who needs a car. They don't give a flying shite about you. They really don't. I've been in that house when I was at the care jobber one there. It was really difficult actually, and it just didn't work out very well. It just sometimes happens like that. It was difficult for everybody involved. think what happens, you get in the care. I would never go back into the care industry because you're on a hiding for nothing with it. You know, there's not, unless you. I mean, the company I was with probably was one of the worst companies, but so it can be rewarding. Yeah, it can be all right, but really, what you're really doing is you're just checking up on these people, generally older people. Yeah, they are older. Yeah, as in, well, they might actually be younger than me, but well, I'm older, aren't I? So you're going around checking up on them, and that's what your job is. And you can get wrapped up with their lives, and that's when it all goes wrong. I think if you end up not keeping professional boundaries, and there's times I probably didn't keep professional boundaries. This is what goes wrong. So, Socky, this is Socky. So I see some of these things have been removed. That's a good thing. These sleeping policeman things. Well, it depends how they're. Do you know what that's actually? The analogy with that is it's like being handicapped. You know the speed hump. It's like being hobbled. Stephen McCann used to talk about being hobbled, and that was when you were abused as a child. You were hobbled, and you couldn't, therefore, progress in life. Like that's what happened to me. So the abuse sort of like prevented you from having a good family life and having a good life. So being hobbled. So the analogy is with these speed humps that they're hobbling your car on the grounds of safety. How are we going to get down to? Just thinking about going a different way. No, we'll just go this way. So that's like an interesting way to look at this. The speed humps and the 20 zones is hobbling you. You're not being allowed to prosper. Prosperity is what we're talking about. So because of the safety issue, they're restricting everyone. So you've got to drive along really slowly and damage your car every time you go over a speed hump. Yeah, I've never actually really kind of elaborated on it in such a way. Oh my god, I should have went another way. Yes, I was thinking about it too, which would have been turning right back there. So they're restricting you from getting around. They really want you staying at home. That's what we should be fighting. We shouldn't be fighting toilets. We shouldn't be in a toilet war. It's a non-existent battle made up by low resolution thinkers that really. I mean, if he's getting paid for putting these stupid videos up, then good luck to him. But that's another thing. I wouldn't really want to lower myself to. You can see it in his face. I'm talking about Craig. See it in his face. He looks strained. He's actually quite a bit younger than me, and he looks older than me. It's probably the pressure of being a numpty, or being, because he's obviously got some good. He's got good qualities in that he's been able to build that channel up and become the head of the SDP. He's actually managed to do that, and I think that is like quite good achievements he's managed. I think that's probably the strain in his face, but he is mentally not very. He's not very bright. But then a lot of politicians are not very bright. Do you need to be bright? Well, I think you do. I think politicians should be bright, but in the current climate, that's not what actually happens, is it? It's just all sorts of morons become politicians. So now we've got the windows coming up. Indicate to come off. Try to remember we're in a different car today. We're in a more civilised car. I must say it's driving really well. So he's kind of getting himself into stuff. He's already been arrested. That's the funny thing about it. He's already been arrested. What's next? So what happens if he gets arrested again? And the government have... Well, what, shall we try and park outside? No, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll go into Asda, because the entrance gate was open there. It got me confused a little bit. We'll walk over, that way I know I can get a parking space here. And we'll park up near where you get out of here. And so I'll put my hat over there to dry it off a bit. I am feeling a bit better now. I am dried off a bit. Right, so thanks for joining me in this video. Please like, share and subscribe, and we'll get you in the next video. Can we get between the lines? Can you do it? Yes! We're between the lines! Are you going to listen to the doofer? Right. Thank you for watching this video, even though it was rubbish. Bye.